Hey there, it's Ernest from Astute. Today we're tackling a common traveler's question, which is, can I drink the water here? Getting sick when traveling is an awful experience. Being exposed to new environments, foods, and bacteria can really put a damper on your trip. While there's a whole list of foods that you probably want to avoid when traveling, and we'll cover that in another video, a common question that I hear from a lot of travelers is, can I drink the tap water? I recently saw an article on Lifehacker that talked about where you can find safe and reliable drinking water. I've included a link in the description below, so definitely check it out. However, the only thing I will add is that even though the graphic shows which countries have safe or unsafe drinking water, I think that there are nuances within different countries. For example, Costa Rica is listed as having unsafe drinking water. However, in my experience, it really depends where you are in Costa Rica. Areas like Arenal are known to have extremely clean and pure water. Other areas that are more remote or near coastal towns may have less clean or unsafe drinking water. Even my Lonely Planet book lists Costa Rica as having safe drinking water. When traveling in an area without safe drinking water, you basically have three options. One is to buy bottled water. This is generally the easiest option. Luckily, in places where water is unsafe, bottled water tends to be very cheap. For example, when I traveled through Vietnam and Cambodia, you can often buy a large bottle of water that would last the entire day for less than $1. Number two is to filter or purify your own water. There are a couple of devices that disinfect or filter your water. I personally have a SteriPen, which is a device that basically disinfects your water with UV rays. I've used it on several occasions, and I'll do a full gear review at some point. I've also seen people use life straws and filtration bottles, which seem to work well. Backpacking Bananas did a great review of the life straw, and I'll include a link in this video. The third option is to boil water. This typically isn't a convenient option, but if you must, it's recommended that you boil the water for 1 minute to make it safe. If you're in higher altitudes, you're going to want to boil the water for 3 minutes. While I'm conscious of the environmental impact of buying bottled water, I do find it to be the easiest option. I guess the thought of taking unsafe water and trying to purify it leaves a lot of room for contamination. Also, I just prefer not to carry another device with me if I can avoid it. I've included Amazon links to some of the products mentioned in this video. I do get a percentage if you use my Amazon link. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me to build content for this channel. Do you have any stories or experiences from your travels? If so, leave them in the comment section below. Also, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below too. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please hit the like button. Also, please consider subscribing. It's free and you'll get notifications on any updates to the channel. Until next time, travel safe and travel smart.